Glory now.
Welcome to MarkN MUFC. Live, watch, Red Devil mode. But views match react. 20 times old United roll. Love Man United, the Saturn of dreams. Glory, glory, glory. Man United, Red Devil mode. Global Mancunians, Red Family. The time is Ike Join. MUFC, global community. Like and subscribe.
Only on MarkN MUFC fan. Only on MarkN MUFC. Global Hawk MUFC. Only on MarkN MUFC fan.
Welcome to MarkN MUFC. Live, watch, Red Devil mode. But views match react. 20 times old United roll. Love Man United, the Saturn of dreams. Glory, glory, glory. Man United, Red Devil mode. Global Mancunians, Red Family. The time is Ike Join. MUFC, global community. Like and subscribe.
Only on MarkN MUFC fan. Only on MarkN MUFC. Global Hawk MUFC. Only on MarkN MUFC fan.
Welcome to MarkN MUFC. Live, watch, Red Devil mode. But views match react. 20 times old United roll. Love Man United, the Saturn of dreams. Glory, glory, glory. Man United, Red Devil mode. Global Mancunians, Red Family. The time is Ike Join. MUFC, global community. Like and subscribe.
Only on MarkN MUFC fan. Only on MarkN MUFC. Global Hawk MUFC. Only on MarkN MUFC fan.
Welcome to MarkN MUFC. Live, watch, Red Devil mode. But views match react. 20 times old United roll. Love Man United, the Saturn of dreams. Glory, glory, glory. Man United, Red Devil mode. Global Mancunians, Red Family. The time is Ike Join. MUFC, global community. Like and subscribe.
Only on MarkN MUFC fan. Only on MarkN MUFC. Global Hawk MUFC. Only on MarkN MUFC fan.
Welcome to MarkN MUFC. Live, watch, Red Devil mode. But views match react. 20 times old United roll. Love Man United, the Saturn of dreams. Glory, glory, glory. Man United, Red Devil mode. Global Mancunians, Red Family. The time is Ike Join. MUFC, global community. Like and subscribe.
Only on MarkN MUFC fan. Only on MarkN MUFC. Global Hawk MUFC. Only on MarkN MUFC fan.
Yo, yo, yo. Live here. We're getting ready. The scenes in Gothenburg are interesting. The players have been signing autographs all morning. Interesting times, guys. Interesting times. You know what I mean? Tom Heaton starts in goal for Man United. Mazarari comes in. Maguire, Heaven, Shaw. Backline sorted for this game against PSG. Santos with Mount in the middle of the park. You know how that is interesting, folks. You know, the youngster, the injury prone. Are they going to go the distance and push the limits more than what people can say that they can do? Well, they're here to prove something. You know what I mean? And PSG, two-time European defending champions, await in the Gothenburg. In the next 25 minutes of play will start. And of course, in the forward line, you have Amad Diallo off the right, Shea Lacey in the 10, Dorgu comes in off the left, Bryan and Mbeumo is up front. And of course, the Parisians, Kvaratskhelia, Ayari, Mbeumo, Bro of the left, Geraldo, Mayulu, and of course, a back four for them in Kukuba, Pacho, Tabani, and Bolly. Safanov is in goal. It's an interesting one. Safanov. This guy's got an interesting name. A little bit of rum, you know what I mean? You got to get ready and warmed up like a true Trini should. What are you guys saying today? This interesting lineup. But I'm looking at the heart of the Man United lineup and I'm seeing so much youth, so much talent, so much potential. Crazy that 4 out of these 6 guys aren't really starters at Man United. You know what I mean? Interesting. But it certainly looks very, very terrifying if you're not a Man United fan. And you're looking at a team that's going to be coming at you next season. High, fast, in tempo, in range, looking to take you on and beat you to pieces. But it's going to be an interesting one. You know what I mean? You can't say that 6 there looks interesting. Doesn't look interesting, folks. Looks very, very interesting. It looks like it can cause any team problems. Again, it's Man United. Some people might be disputing. They might be saying, might be underestimating. No one's thinking Man United is going to do too much. Everyone's thinking Man United, who have signed? You know what I mean? They got lucky the 3rd. But in preseason so far, United's been looking at a team that's possessing the ball well, positive going forward, and will certainly hurt you if given the opportunity. But if not given, they will take it still. Either way, you're going to get hurt. You know what I mean? Interesting times. Interesting times, folks. Interesting times. Interesting times. I don't know. Wow. The manager talking to the cameras. You know what I mean? Live match day today. Let's get to the match center first and see what's going on. See what's the news with Man United, folks. You know, we have looked at the Parisian team. The starting side has been named. You know what I mean? Of course, you guys already know who the players are that's going to be missing out. I already give you the starting lineup, and it does not. There's no change to that. Of course, you know, on the bench, the likes of Heath, me, Amas, Armour, Delo, Yoro, Fernandez, Fletcher, Tielemans, and Joshua Zirkzee. You know what I mean? Everyone's saying, you know, all sorts of things. You know, this guy's got like something like 20,000 views on a chat on a video talking about the new Messi is Joshua Zirkzee, but he will never play for United again. But Juventus signed 2 strikers, so how's Zirkzee going to Juventus? Wild thoughts, just my own, not anyone else's. But you know what I mean. You know, what can I do? So listening to some of the manager's thoughts before the game, and it's very, very interesting. The coaches, you know, talking about, you know, playing against the champions is not something to be, you know, thinking too much of, which is good for him to say, you know what I mean? But it's good because, you know, you're playing against a team with a certain level or standard in how they play and perform in each thing that they do, in each game that they compete when they wear that shirt. So And you just need to maintain that, folks. It's going to be interesting. I wonder if Drex is coming to the party today. Let me give Drex a call and see what's going on with the D Hub man. You know what I mean? Shout out to Drex. Shout out to the Flying Pig. You know, PSG. I think I'll have to invite the likes of Ray Carl and the boys. You know what I mean, to come check out the game. You know, come chat live, see what's up. Man United to take on this team. And guys, you know, we have to talk about the performance of everyone in the squad. The squad is one of those things, and you know, not everyone is excited by the squad. Some people think that the squad is not as good as it should be. Some people are disappointed in the players that we actually purchased, but it is what it is. You know, for me, I'm looking at it from, you know, a perspective that I think we could have done better, but you know, we're gonna do what we can. What are we doing, folks? Assistant coach trying to give an explanation about what Michael Carrick is looking for is really, really interesting, folks. I cannot lie. Listening to him trying to give that explanation. Oh gosh. You gotta love these guys, bro. They try hard. The players warming up, getting through their motions, getting through their steps, getting themselves ready. You know what I mean? To put on a display for the fans. Not only that, but to show some good performances. Now, I can tell you, folks, that Man United is strong. Lots of their players looking in some of the best form and fitness they have been for since they came to the club and before. Like if you look at, you know, some of the guys, Mazarawi looked like he beefed up some. You know what I mean? And Mbeumo is looked like he's chopped his way down. You know what I mean? Mason Mount looking fit for once, you know, looking at Eden Heaven, he's towering above the rest, looking pretty strong. The guys are looking ready this season. I don't know why, but everybody has a sense of sharpness in the way they present themselves in their kits. It's just like, it's not like last season where you're seeing some chunks or you're seeing this or that. They look physically ready for the season to begin. I can't know if I don't know if I'm just being exaggerative or anything. You know, guys, you can tell me the truth, but I'm just giving you what my thoughts are. You know what I'm saying? I'm just sharing my thoughts. I can only share my thoughts as it is. You know what I mean? Because it's really, really interesting looking at the likes of some of the lads on them. You know what I mean? You know, normally Maguire looks like he slouches a little bit more. Last season, Mbeumo was looking like he was a bit chunky around the waist. Now he's looking cut up. You know what I mean? Aiden Heaven has looked like he put on some muscle. The same could be said for Amad Diallo, looking pretty strong. You know what I mean? Andrey Santos, looking physical. Guys warming up. Man United could be in for an interesting season. A lot of people will say MarkN is overly positive. But if United goes on a run, on an interesting run, you know, would you really say to me that, or say to yourself, you know what, I'm gonna smash the likes. I'm gonna tell some guy to subscribe to MarkN because you know he saw this vision early. Or you just laugh it off and be like, bro, brother had a good guess. I mean, you could tell me in the chat, let me know what you're thinking. But like, I really think this Man United team is going to grow from strength to strength. And if we could get the first 8, the first 7, maybe 5 wins, a draw, a loss, maybe 6 wins and a draw, I think this United team gains enough momentum to go straight to game week 20. Maybe adding another 6, another 12, another 12, 11 wins. You know what I mean? Kickoff is approaching, folks. Kickoff is approaching. I thought I heard my doorbell, folks. You know what I mean? I got a little bit of a delivery coming, so I thought I heard my doorbell. Don't be too upset with me. Don't be mad. Don't be mad. Don't be mad. You know what I mean? Well, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. In just about 15 minutes, the game will kick off. Our boys will be taking flight against PSG, walking out onto that pitch in Gothenburg. I wish I could have been there. You know what I mean? With better planning, I would have been. But I didn't know. I didn't know. I would have loved to have been there to take in the match, to see how we would have destroyed them live. You know what I mean? Man United doing their thing. It's a daily routine. I mean, guys, we can say preseason, you know what I mean? You can only play the team in ahead of you. And of course, there's not much intensity, but there's bragging rights. And that's always going to be a thing. And you know what? When the season begins, as long as these guys keep doing the right things in practice, consistency, preseason is going to be mad. Preseason into the real season is going to transition to under a real interesting scenario. Guys, you don't even, you know what I mean? It's like wild thoughts, bro. You know, and to be fair, I can only say it like that. Like, it's not one of those scenarios where I feel like Manchester United is the best team in the Premier League currently. In my mind and in my heart, they are, but not currently in terms of reality. But that doesn't mean we can't compete. You know what I mean? And for once, I can say to you guys in preseason, we're warming up, but we're warming up in the right way. You know what I mean? The games have been good. The pace has been good. The progression and performances in each game has been good. You know what I mean? We've seen a steady and a consistent approach to intensity as we go into games. You know, how the work ethic of the team, you know, we can only hope that it gets better and better. And of course, they transfer that into 5, maybe 5-6 times more intensity when they get into the Premier League opening game. But the consistency of a performance and consistently doing the right things in preseason is going to bode well for this team when we start off the season, because then even with intensity, when you do it at a faster pace, everyone's going to be ready and expectant of what you're doing and what they're working with. So that makes things very interesting. And of course, it's gonna make this season quite the interesting one. Because when you look forward to it, it means the entire season. Man United, a team that everybody is written off and saying may not be ready, may not be good enough, has not bought well, has not sold well. You know what I mean? Not showing any ambition. Why are they atop the league? Well, maybe it's your misunderstanding of what actual or your misinterpretation of your observation on what ambition and how you rebuild a squad. Now, this is me saying that, I'm not appreciative or particularly happy with the transfer window, but I'm not going to throw my toys off the pram. You know what I mean? I'm not throwing my toys out of the pram at all. So as we get ready for this fixture, guys, come on, get in, give us your score predictions. It's PSG now. You know what I mean? PSG versus Man United. Man United, the away team. PSG starting in their famous blue kit. Man United should be playing in their white kit. It could be interesting. Maybe there's a change to the kit colors. I do expect that. To be fair, guys, looking at it here, place is full of Paris Saint-Germain fans. Lots of blue in the crowd, but also a lot of Manchester Uniteds everywhere, guys. Brand new kits everywhere. What the brand new away kit, the blue, the brand new home kit in red. The fans are not playing in Gothenburg. Then Euro comes out. Like I said to you earlier, Mazraoui comes into the starting lineup at right back. The game is about getting ready. The players are going to be walking out soon. You know what I mean? 5 minutes, but just about 5 minutes left on the clock before kickoff. What are your thoughts, folks? Get in the chat. Let us know your score predictions. Who do you think will win today? Who are you feeling? Is it Man United? Are you backing? Or are you backing PSG? You know what I mean? I need to get my score predictions up on the screen. Interesting additions to the Man United side. Delo, Fernandez, Tielemans, all these guys coming in. We're definitely going to see a certain uptake in the quality and the performance should be it should be quite simple, folks. You know what I mean? It's going to be quite interesting. Guys, the players are walking out on the pitch. And of course, short preseason for PSG, guys. 2 games before they get into the Super Cup. Of course, not really the best situation. Lots of players late from the French national team and their World Cup bid. But of course, Luis Enrique being the world class coach that he is, he's going to do something interesting. Of course, he's facing Michael Carrick today. Michael Carrick, going to try to do his best to, bring a big win for Manchester United. And of course, we're here for it. You know what I mean? Man United already on their 5th game. I need to grab something to drink, folks. Just give me 1 second. Let me grab something to drink. The game hasn't kicked off yet. It's about to kick off shortly. The players are still huddled up. Man United is now, watching their goalkeeper run back to the goal post. You're not missing anything. Guys, can you believe it? They tried to kick the ball out for throwing, and it went over too long. Rascal, yeah. Sabani. 1-0. PSG lead 1-0, but it looked offside. It looked well offside. No, he wasn't. He's on. He's on. PSG lead 1-0, folks. Maserati now. Ahmad. Maza. Heaven. Shaw. Mbeumo. Dogu. Mbeumo. Shaw. Tom Heaton there. Not his best look, but you know it happens. You know it happens. Prince would say PSG 1-0. Prince, what go on, bro? You sneak up in the chat there, boy. You know what I mean? I'm watching on MUTV, Prince, so on time. PSG winning all the decisions right now, but that's okay. That's okay, bro. That's okay. Don't stress. Proper jazz. Why you not proper tells? It's still only 5 minutes in the game, bro. You see the same thing when I let the coach score on me, you know? Man, acting like if it's like a competitive match, bro. It's preseason, bro. Looking like 1-1 coming soon. Nah, I mean, who not playing, bro? Andrey Santos partnered with Mason Mount. I still go and win today, bro. Relax. 1-1 incoming. 1-1. Oh! Mbeumo missed. Mbeumo is supposed to hit that downwards, bro. Bro, Mbeumo pop the ball up like that. Hit it forward, bro. Booms. Boom was disappointing there, boy. Small thing, small thing. You know, I had, I just talking after the plays happened, bro. Because I'm watching the game and chewing. I'm at the game clock, bro. Yeah, I know, bro. I know, bro. This Bolly dude looking like Dogu twin brother, bro. Geraldo's throw the ball away, yes. Maguire the captain today. Oh, Dogu. Who sure pass that too? Mean line, boy. Sure. You're seeing something else, or so like he was looking into the future, boy. Couldn't see a Man United player inside, so he thought he would have envisioned one, he'd have manifest one with that pass, yes. My God. With some quick feet. Mags, Heaven. Mbeumo, you gotta be sharp, bro. United looking for the equalizer. Oh, that's a foul, referee. Doggo trying to leave his man on the turn. Did well, foul there by the player. The Paris Saint-Germain player couldn't keep up with Doggo, so he fouled him. Offside. Andrey Santos steady, playing himself into a deep line playmaker. You know what I mean? It's looking pretty good as well. It's looking like he's getting into the role, I can't lie. Finding Dorgu there. Dorgu squares the ball across. Well defended there. Oh, handball there. Ollie there losing out to his older brother. I mean, they look like brothers, to be fair. I can't lie. They may not actually be. I'm just chatting shit. But yeah, you know what I mean? It's Dogu X against Dogu Y. Mad shout out to Frankie in the building. What's good, my homie? MU back for a look first choice? Probably. You know what I mean? There's still the likes of Martinez, Delit to come into that back four. Interesting. But what, bro? That's not happening. Tottenham Hotspur was trailing for the last 60 minutes to get tough. It just equalized, bro. 1-1. You know what I mean? It is what it is, bro. You know what I'm saying, Jack? But I don't think they're going to be it's going to be so difficult for United. I think United is going to get through, and I think United is going to be winning this. Gogu in the attack on the right hand side finds Santos. Mount. Ahmad turns. Gogu cuts in. Why doesn't he cross? No one knows. Trying to force into the area, but it was cleared. Man United maintain possession. Foul there. Is Maguire. Maguire sending Kvaratskhelia there versus Barbier. What a poor challenge by Eden Heaven there. What is going on with Eden Heaven today, guys? Is his girl mad at him? Don't forget to hit the like button. Santos with a good recovery. He has shown good energy since coming into United, guys. You cannot lie. I know some people might not like him. Nietzsche is injured for how long? Hopefully until Christmas. Headache is if I see a cheating RG right now. Nietzsche should be back in at the end of September, in the first 2 weeks of October, somewhere there. Paris Saint-Germain with the corner. Cleared by Maguire. Shaw with a reverse header. Counterproductive. But Santos comes out. Shea Lacey, Ahmad. Back to Lacey. Not long enough, yuck, says Jack. Yuck. Patrick Dorgu there. PSG just winning the ball back. Zabani now. Pacho. Zabani again. Man United has them covered. Andrey Santos playing a good pass for Ahmad. Oh, penalty referee! Foul on the edge of the box, free kick to Man United. Ah, yes. Let's go. It's gonna be the equalizer coming. You can smell it, folks. United will get the equalizer. Mayulu impeding Mazraoui. Mazraoui deserves more than that. Mason Mount. Mason Mount looks like he's picked up an injury, folks. Yeah, I think Mason Mount is gone, guys. He has to go. Oh! What a save there. Should have been a goal. Sefanov, he had no right. And Mbeumo almost making the equalizer there for Man United. United who maintain possession now, looking to come out from the back Eden heaven. Shea Lacey. Lord Maguire. Plays a ball. Santos now. Santos in the building there. What are your guys' thoughts on Santos, guys? Honest thoughts on Santos so far. honest thoughts on Sesko, people. Come on, let's hear it. I mean, on Santos, not Sesko, Santos, folks. Santos. Nothing new from MM7. Same old story. Injured. Well, he's out, so it's mad. You know what I'm saying, broski? It's mad with that guy. I don't know why he's still at Man United, people. I can't lie to you. That guy should be a goner. He should be a goner. Ball comes in. Oh! Dorgu's head, not able to turn it in a goalward direction. Still a bit early for Santos, says Frankie. Lacey offside there. PSG Cocker hope to beat world most loved club, Manchester United. Yep. Amadea showing his control, his quick turn ability there. Losing the Parisian in the dust. Another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. Sure. Now, Dogu play it forward for Shaw. Shaw. Lacey. Lacey turns. Calling for the movement from him. Lacey's touches are deft. You know what I mean, folks? The youngster showing levels of maturity and quality there. Big switch up United to Mbeumo. Balls all the way back again. Lots of recycling there, trying to draw out the Parisians as Man United constantly. Paris trying to spray the ball around, unable to unlock Man United again. Not since their opening foray have they been able to get to the Man United box. Man United looking for an equalizer. Rascalia now. Mount already injured. I tell you, bro. Mother. It's absolutely insane. That brother Harrell just. Yeah! Good save there. Man United constantly testing Seferov. Unable to get that final ball into the back of the net, but creating many chances is Man United, folks. Man United has created many chances so far. You know, man. United now pressing well. Eleven running through the midfield there, charging through, playing it forward there. And Mbeumo fouled. Surely that's a foul, referee says no. I don't understand them brothers and them. The man get pushed down, he didn't get a call. Referee moving mad, but it is what it is, folks. Yeah, she looks for a free kick. Cross comes in. Oh, no trouble at all for Dean Henderson. Come on now, attacking now. Bryan Mbeumo goes to Ahmad. Too far ahead. Ahmad comes back into the box. Tries to dribble, but he misses. Well won there by the Paris Saint-Germain player. And Skipper tries to get it free. Oh, Man United lose out on possession there. Meanwhile, Harry Maguire is twisting up Kvaratskhelia. I can't lie. Amad Diallo needs to twist up the defender now. Oh! Man United, good tackle. Amad, free, passes, strike on! And it's 1-1. We're back in it again. Of course, not to be doubted, because United was always performing at a best level. We are creating more chances. You know what I mean? My cable is falling down. No telecast of MU friendlies even. What the? Ahmad winning that there. Slotting Mbeumo in. Smack, touch the control. Second touch to finish. Well placed. Whoop, whoop! That's Frankie. Mbeumo. Stunning strike. Stunning strike, says Frankie. You know what I mean? Watching the game here, split screen and all. You expect Ahmad to give that to Mbeumo there. You know what I mean? Many chances created by Man United, deservingly level there. Ray Call talked about you earlier and your magic guy. You know what I mean? Oh, boom. Big up, says Jackie. You're back in. Of course, you got MarkN Broski. It's going to be an interesting one. Now I'm going to have to get on my A game on the commentary. You know what I mean? So Jackie can get a full play-by-play. Now, Paris Saint-Germain is attacking off the left. Kvaratskhelia step over there, gets past Mazraoui, but the ball is one in the middle of the park. Poor clearance there, but Maguire, solid and stoic in the back line, and Ahmad is off to the races. 3 men are on him. He's still in possession there. Ball comes through, but I don't think Dorgu's going to get there. Throw in there for Dorgu. Dorgu are able to win the throw-in, but Amad Diallo receiving the pressure from Kvaratskhelia behind and maintaining possession. You know what I mean? Could it be Ray Carl, number 2 from this throw-in here? You never know what could happen. Dorgu scores some worldies, but you need to get the ball on the bounce to him. You know what I mean? Possession kept. United looking for an opportunity. Ball goes back. I'm out there unable to control, but Dorgu with it. Dorgu slides it in. Shaw puts a cross in. Penalty. What? Referee says no push. Nah. Nah. Watch, he push him down. Nah, referee. This referee moving mad. War really go on there, bro. I criticized that mad, but that brother literally walk on the and push him down. Come on. This referee's moving mad. How much Paris Saint-Germain pay this referee to cheat, boy? Yeah, it's a friendly ref. Oh my God. It's a friendly. It's not that serious, bro. My God. Why did Dogu take that down inside? But he won it back, so we're not going to complain too much. Ahmad now. Mbeumo. Dogu. Man United looking for a double. Andrey Santos showing Ahmad how to win a foul. I think that's what he's doing there. He's saying, Ahmad, if you want to win a foul, you got to do it like I just did. You know what I mean? Andrey Santos playing intelligent football there, folks. Oh, what a save by Stefanov. Second free kick. Second save, the second time of asking from Stefanov. Equal to that one on the opposite side as well. He's marked his V and he says, you shall not pass. Magic man. You know what I mean? Corner. Mbeumo on the corner. Maguire stands in the middle. Could it be a Maguire header for United to go up 2-1? It looks like it. Come on. Get that cross in the center of the box. Ball comes in. Maguire! Oh! Who fouled Stefanov? Who fouled Stefanov? His own player? Oh, Shea Lacey. Shea Lacey. Shea Lacey. Shea Lacey giving Stefanov a bit of the Arsenal treatment, yeah? United pressing well. Paris Saint-Germain unable to get out. Header. Mbeumo. Dogu. When that's Eden Haven. Referee moving mad, folks. Ahmad, come on! Oh! Dogu, still in that possession. United. Oh! Santos looking for someone on the next side. Ahmad again. Oh! Corner to Man United. United there. Looking at the next corner there. Comes in. Oh, to it. Maguire. Should be another corner. Well, it's a sorry, bro. My bad. My bad, bro. United on the attack here with Shea Lacey. Oh, Luke Shaw in stride. Gets it over there, just a little bit behind. Mbeumo. Mazraoui. Santos. Lacey. Fletcher. Manchester United with numbers up in front. Paris Saint-Germain defending well, though. They're back, everyone behind the ball. Maguire now looks up, plays a pass. Dorgu tries to keep possession, just losing out. 3 men in the crowd. Foul from Andrey Santos on Kvaratskhelia. Smart foul there. Dark arts from Andrey Santos there, folks. If that wasn't dark arts, guys, I don't know what is. Yeah. Bro, nice vibes here. PSG trying to build an attack forward. Just coming off the half line. Ball goes out to Kvaratskhelia. Being marked closely by Mazraoui. Tries to come inside, looking for options. Tries to make a switch of play all the way across. And by United is solid in their structure, in their setup, and there's no way through. They had to go all the way back to the half line. Ball comes over again, looking for Kvaratskhelia, but he's not there. It's Mayulu. Ball comes in on the cross. Shaw clearing there. Risky clearance. Getting something on it there, but the man running in late on the far side. Obviously, he would have not been offside, but he was off from the beginning. If Shaw hadn't touched it, he would have been off still. Guevara with the cross. Header cleared. Shot comes in. None. Pass. But well marked there by Jack Fletcher to push the boys out. Clearly successful. Kvaratskhelia looking for an opening, but Man United resolute in their defending. Nothing, no openings, and a ball that goes all the way for a goal kick. Good defending there. Yo, Ahmad is like Muggsy Bogues, you know, fellas. You know what I mean? You know, anybody who know Muggsy Bogues is? That's Ahmad Diallo, you know. Man United in possession again in the last few minutes of this half. Dorgu trying a bit too much there. Halftime whistle goes, but it's a good. I think it's good. You know what I mean? Two teams missing a lot of their starting players. Good intensity from both teams, good attacking patterns from both teams. Paris Saint-Germain certainly trying to maintain their possessive style. Man United pressing very well, winning the ball back very quickly when they get the opportunity to, taking the attack to Paris Saint-Germain more than likely the most of the game. I would go out on a limb and say Man United probably created at least 2 to 3 big chances in this game already in the first half, if not 4. You know what I mean? I think we've had more shots on goal, more shots in general. I think Man United has been the team that has done the most and given a lot, the Persians, a lot to think about in this first half. I don't think they had a chance to rest. You know what I mean? Of course, they have also created chances. Kvaratskhelia is dangerous down that left-hand side. But Mazraoui, he started off pretty slowly. He wasn't really getting the hang of it. But as the game grew, so did Mazraoui. And now it doesn't seem like Kvaratskhelia is as much of an impact in the game as he normally would be. But again, it's preseason, folks, so I'm not going to try to exaggerate things or make it seem like he's in the pocket of Mazraoui. But, you know what I mean? For the most part, Eden Haven has recovered from his mistake early. And of course, Shane, you're seeing a bit of the dark arts coming out. Always a threat up front. Interesting first half from Manchester United. I'm liking what I'm seeing. So does Ray Carl Brown. Jack Reacher is saying almost won the world the second time. Interesting time, my bro. Good first half. Dark Arts asks the RGs. They know it all, says Jack Reacher. Guys, what are your thoughts? Let me know in the chat. You know what I mean? Give us a little bit of who do you think was the best player for Man United? Of course, I'm thinking, Ahmad and Mbeumo, but Andrey Santos is running a close third for performance so far in this second half. In that first half, you know what I mean? It could get really interesting, Okay, guys, so let's talk about the brand new Trafford Wharf side strategies that Man United, it's halftime. So let's take a little discuss, the plans that they have, going Wharf side to build a new stadium, the new growth around Old Trafford. It's going to be very interesting. You know what I mean? This is the reason why they're saying, strict, they say they're looking to build some new housing opportunities and stuff like that, a new tech hub in a mall, all these sorts of things set to help improve the entire Trafford community. You know what I mean? It looks like Yuri Tielemans will be joining us in the second half. You know what I mean? I think he's going to come out and give us a little bit of a taste of what we'll be seeing this season. Manchester United not doing what everyone expected, a slightly different route. You know what I mean? Lots of things we expected going into the season might have changed now as things stand. You know what I mean? And at the break, I don't know. I'm thinking that I'm more positive than not positive. I'm more looking at it that it could be a good thing for Man United than it is a bad thing for Man United. I don't know what you guys are thinking, but certainly let me know your thoughts. But when you look at the performance so far, they were, Paris was looking to get stronger. They grew in confidence after scoring that opening goal. Tom Heaton having to make a double save. Interesting times, but guys, it could be one of those situations where that could have also lit a fire under Manchester United. You know what I mean? Bringing the focus, making them switch on a little bit more intensity. And of course, you can see the results of that as we started taking control of the first half. Consistent attacking plays, chances created. You know what I mean? We're playing a different style, more up the pitch and pressing, but we've been up the pitch and pressing every single game this preseason, bro. Every single time I've always been saying, every game I've been saying, yo, the press has been happening so early. Look how quick we are to press. I've said this every game, bro. You know what I mean? I think it looks more and more prevalent now, especially with some of the players getting form and their match fitness coming into their legs. They're a bit sharper, quicker to the ball. I think this is what makes it looks a little bit more intense, bro. Yeah, exactly. I think it's a more intense performance because Paris Saint-Germain has also been, you know what I mean? This is their, I think this is their second preseason game because next week they face the Super Cup. So it's interesting. It's interesting. But they have been training 2 weeks longer than Man United. Most of their team didn't go to the World Cup anyway. It's not actually more of the first team. It's the same amount of youths that it have all games so far. Because the only Dorgu not really first team. I mean, I think Dorgu will be coming off the bench because Cunha would be starting in this position. You know what I mean? I also think Ahmad will be moving to the bench because I think Sesko might start when Sesko begins starting at striker and Mbeumo will move to the right. Lacy started in place of Bruno Fernandes. I mean, Tyler Fletcher in the midfield right now. You know what I mean? Imagine Tyler Fletcher is who come into the midfield and we'll be looking stronger than when Mason Mount was there. This is an interesting point I didn't make earlier in the game. But guys, since Tyler Fletcher came in, our midfield has looked stronger than when Mason Mount was in it. Am I right or am I wrong? Am I right? No, he's not, bro. He's coming off the bench. He's not gonna start over. He's not going to start over Cunha, bro. How are you gonna start over Cunha? Ahmad? Well, yeah. Well, we most likely will see that because Sesko mightn't be back for the game. If Sesko don't play against Milan in Milan next week, yeah. Huh? I mean, I think it's been good, to be fair. You know what I mean? Pressing higher up means if you cock up, you can have time to recover defensively. I think so. It's interesting. I think that's a good one. That's one way of putting it. You know what I mean? Hey, that warmer jacket he's wearing. I'm getting that, guys. I have to get that. It's so good. What do you think of Heaven Maguire? They grew into the game, of course, and you know what I think? I think it's very good for Heaven because Maguire's mentality and his experience as a defender, with Heaven's a bit modern. You know what I mean? The way he thinks, the way he approaches the game. He's better with the ball at his feet. He wants to do slightly different things. So I think having him with a more traditional center back like Harry Maguire will help expand his horizons on the way he thinks about how he does his job, and maybe thereby improving him twice as fast, because you're improving him mentally and also improving him physically, because getting the game time, he's getting very sharp. He's doing the right things. He's a physical specimen as well. He doesn't look it, but he's very strong. He's shown that. So yeah, I kind of been liking this partnership. It could be something that works very well for Manchester United going forward. Shaw is surprising, Jack. Jack, what is surprising about Shaw today, bro? Let me know. Let me know, broski. Let me know. I really want to hear what you're saying. Let me know what Shaw's make surprising you by doing. Understandable. He going forward more than more in the game and sure. Haven't gotten to sick ward. Still hasn't. Yeah, I mean Mason Mount is already there. He's probably gonna be there, and hopefully in 2 weeks he won't be having his best friend who was there with him for 4 months last season. That would be wild. Man United looking very good in this first half, of course. Good performance. Mason Mount certainly gonna wait to see what news comes in, about that. But at the same time, I wonder what Xerxes gonna do. Everyone's thinking Xerxes going to Juventus, but guys, Juventus signed Openda and they signed that guy Sa from thing Ismaili Sa. So I don't think Joshua Xerxes is going there anymore. I'm not sure. I mean, why would United pay to send their player to go there when they bought 2 players? Substitutions, it seems, for both sides. It looks like Diego Dallo is going to come in for Man United. Lenny Euro also comes in. Aiden Heaven is also off. Is Dalot going to play center back? So it looks like Dalot is going into the right center back, folks. You know, Harry Maguire will move to the left center-back role. Lenny Oro plays at the right back. Interesting times. Striker change. Jantu comes in. I expected Jantu to start anyway, to be interesting. So United attacking from left to right in this stuff. Interesting vibes, interesting times. You know what I mean? Looking at the game from this angle, yeah, I think it's going to be good. Good views for shots on goal. I'm going to see the trajectory early. Yeah, Sefronov there looking a bit shaky. Thinking, you know, versus Man United team looking like a pack of hungry dragons ready to roll. Wild times. Ball over the top looking for MY. Yo, the striker there trying to dive his way into a penalty, but you know, the referee not having that. Looking at Diego Dallo as a center back is pretty interesting. Clearance there from Tom Heaton. Ahmad. Oh wait, Dallo at the right. Oh, it's wild, bro. Nice there from Mbeumo. Oh, well played. Tom Heaton. Fletch. What the hell is Harry Maguire doing there? Clearance that Tom Heaton is down. I think he pulled a muscle there in his clearance. Tom Heaton there. It's not looking good for old Tom, guys. You know, when you're hello, man of all season. And it looks like Darlow is coming into the game. United not taking any chances on the old guy. Yeah, he stretched there to kill and he pulled a hammy. He pulled a hammy, bro. Atalanta is dealing with Schalke, for those of you who want to know. Tom Heaton. That's the last of his game. And now everyone gets to see a bit of Darlow. Heaton telling Tom, he's telling Luke and telling them booms. Guys, I'm old. My ass hurts. I gotta go. I'll catch you later. You know what I'm saying? Peace. Peace. That's what Tom's saying as he gets himself off the pitch. Shout out to Tom. Get well soon, bro. Get some spray, get a massage, get some rest, bro. You know what I mean? Ice it out. Oh, not Darlow, it's me. Me comes in, not Darlow. Me. Ben me in the building, folks. So the Man United faithful, the young academy man, comes in. Good for me. A bout of illness has stricken the team. Got his head chopped off. Chopped off. Dublin? Who's going to Dublin with me? Wow, that's a foul? Really? Jack Fletcher committing a foul? This is so wild and random, folks. Man. Nothing more than a foul, says the referee. This referee is giving unsensible free kicks. You know what I mean? Insensible free kicks is crazy. Well, he didn't even take a legal throwing in the whole game. Fellas, are they watching that? And the referee didn't even calling him back to take a proper throw. The man, like, he never learned how to throw the ball in. He's supposed to throw a ball like this. The man throwing the ball, so right true. Like, Bolly chop it or he put the ball in and throwing it. Mad. Oh, ball. Mbeumo. Oh, oh, to the. Oh my God! What a save! What a save! Shaw and boom. Oh, Dogu. What tricky feet? What the fuck? He doing too much. He's just doing a lot of shaking and he just pass the ball. Look for a pass, bro. Sometimes Dogu, you had a pass, bro. You're doing too much. Oh, he looks to whip a ball, but he puts it long. Luke Shaw able to recover. United maintain possession. Fair play. Hello. Mbeumo. Back to, oh, he didn't expect it. Right thought process there from Ahmad. Gallo should have made that run unconditionally. Yuri Tillemans about to make his debut for Man United, and the fans are going crazy for him already. He hasn't stepped out yet, but interesting. You know, maybe we see a goal contribution coming from the Belgian. What? What this referee allowing, boy? Bro, what kind of this referee moving mad or this brother moving like a violent boy? This Bolly kid is he's a rugby player. He ain't playing football. And want to get shots a little bit of angle, boy. Diallo or Dallo? Diallo, Dallo. Diallo, Dallo. Diallo, Dallo. Diallo, Dallo. Diallo or Dallo. I don't know which one, bro. But one will score or one will get assist. It's gonna happen. You can see it. And I coasting on this next player though. The Bolly guy. Trying to kill Dogu. Moraldo. This referee. Amad Diallo is smaller than this guy. Like, what is this referee thinking? You know what I mean? Diallo, of course. But Dallo is there as well. Be interesting. Shout out to Luan France in the building. Hope you're doing well, Luan. You know, it's pretty warm and sunny in Europe this time today. How's the weather in Canada? Has it cooled down more to more enjoyable settings? Ball comes across to the left. Paris Saint-Germain looking for a strike, but all he could find was the left of the net on the far outside. Oh, it looks like I may be having a visitor today. I'm seeing a butterfly in my house. Where did that come from? I mean, yeah, you can. Four substitutions coming in for PSG. João Neves, Vitinha, Marquinhos, and of course, a target that we were trying to get ourselves. Mendes is coming in. Vitinha is in the building, folks. The worst player in the Portuguese team at the World Cup that just stepped onto the pitch for PSG. You know what I mean? Let's see Michael Carrick expose this player for how lame is he. Bruno Fernandes coming on the pitch. Yuri Tielemans also joining him on the pitch. And it's called You Bring Stars, We Bring Bigger Ones. You know what I mean? Shout out to Luan. Did you hear that Messi's dad died this morning? He was only 68. Yeah, I didn't hear about that. But my condolences to Messi. You know what I mean? People are still wondering if his dad, you know, but it's one of those things. So, a warm and sunny, the sun was beating down on me, going to MarkN. Oh, Luan, you're on Drex's channel. Shout out to you. Looks like 4 substitutions being ready for Man United. Of course, Tielemans and Bruno Fernandes among them. Looks like Joshua Zirkzee as well. Woo! There come the changes. Amas, Tyler Fletcher. Luke Shaw gives way to Harry Amas. Andrey Santos makes way for Yuri Tielemans. Joshua Zirkzee takes the position of Bryan Mbeumo. Amad Diallo goes off for Jack Fletcher. Yeah. No, just me and Drex, you know, the usual normal watch along settings, normal settings, you know. Yes, Paris Saint-Germain defending. The defense have gotten a little bit stronger since the introduction of Mendes and Marquinhos. You know what I mean? Top players does that. But United still causing them lots of problems. Shea Lacey moved over to the left wing. Jack Fletcher plays on the right wing now. Tyler Fletcher plays in the middle of the park in the pivot next to Tielemans. And of course, Bruno is in the 10. Good. Yeah, Lenny Euro is playing left back, left center back. No, right center back. Interesting times. All over the wing. Maguire. Paris Saint-Germain still without the quartet of Hakimi, Dembele, Doué, and Barcola. You know what I mean? Could say that they would definitely make Paris Saint-Germain more threatening, or equally, you know, leaves Paris Saint-Germain some openings for Man United to explode. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Hamas got his arm too much across and by there, drawing the foul. Me at the job. Excellent claiming of the ball there. Loud clarity there in his claim. Of course, everyone understood the role. He has control. Joshua Zirkzee now. Oh, well touched there. Well placed. United maintaining possession. Shout out to Max Pack in the building. Hope you're doing well, bro. Big up to you. What's good? What's good, Max Pack? Me is doing well. Oh, well, good turn there, but well defended by United again. United is doing very well to maintain the defending. Corner, luckily won there. Hold on, people. Hello, good afternoon. Hello? Yeah? Ich bin. Ich bin hier. 51. Und dieser Nummer ist, dieser Name ist Löser. Und Löser. Löser oder Löser? Ich habe drei Namen noch. Hallo? Also, du bist nicht so 51. Alles. 51. Du bist nicht so. Ich kann nicht gucken. Wo bist du? Oh, ja, du bist da. Ja, die Nummer ist da. Runter, runter. Bitte. Sorry, guys. I had a bit of a package delivery. I couldn't help that. I had to go collect that. Sorry. Is that not? The answer is on a postcard to what just happened there, folks. I'm just seeing the replay myself. Looks a bit difficult there, you know. These Paris Saint-Germain players, they're a bit slow, you know, in the tackle. They're fouling Man United players a lot. It's a mad one. Let's see. Interesting time, people. Safronov, dangerous play. Don't know, folks. Don't know. Whoa! Well saved. Good strike, though. Good strike. Fox crashes. Too leafy. I don't know what that means, bro. I don't even know what that means. This shit is crazy. This shit is crazy. This shit is crazy. This is crazy. But it gets better. Arguably gets better each time, my guys. So, Man United defending here now. No need to defend. Ball goes straight outside. You know what I mean? Change as Chevalier comes in for Stefanov. Wait, that's not Chevalier. That's Alessandro Longoni. That's the keeper that PSG just signed from AC Milan, folks. Jack says better this way, probably. Interesting times. Interesting times. I think this is the third pair of twins to play for United. What say you guys? Is it the third or the first? You know what I mean? It's a twin brother thing at United. Exactly. Man United playing against teams that breaking that take their time. Also very solid at the back. You're gonna have to take your time to break them down. Paris Saint-Germain doesn't mind operating off a low block settings. You know what I mean? Wow. Oh, well tackled there by Marquinhos, reading the danger early, stopping it. United winning the ball back by Tielemans. Oh, well done. Well fucking done there, bro. Aiden Haven, I clap you, brother. Well, no, that's Lenny Euro. 3 touches of pure clearance. Well defended, bro. You know what I mean? I love to see the energy. I loved it. I loved it, bro. Have to tell you that, Lenny. I love what I saw there, bro. Good vibes. An attack. Oh, oh, oh! Almost 2-1 for Man United. Oh, could have been a touch in there. Ball coming through for Bruno. Bruno taking the shot. Expecting a bit more curl. I'm sure Bruno was expecting a bit more curl on that shot there. He thought the ball might have just curled a little bit more. Or maybe one of his teammates would have gotten there. But Man United on the break again earlier. Man United, I think, is the better team today. Bruno looking for a teammate. Mate. Oh, Man United, good defending. Win the ball back. Now time to go forward with it again. I also thought it was a goal too, bro. Swear. Even in friendlies, the French can't beat us. You know how it goes. You know what I mean? The Chelsea fans will be disappointed. They will be calling me and they'll be saying, MarkN, we thought you were gonna lose, but you were the better team. You know what I mean? They're gonna have to admit that shit. It's gonna be difficult for them. Tielemans to Fletcher. Fernandez to the other Fletcher twin. Fletcher was looking for Fletcher there. You know what I mean? Hey, Man United, bro. Twins and twins, yeah? Who would have known after Fletcher babysat the Silva brothers, you know, Bruno Fernandes will be babysitting the Fletcher brothers. Yeah. Oh, man. Man United, bro. You can't script it, yeah? Watch this highlights, TBS. Xerxes finding Bruno. Oh, United. Dallo in advance role. What can happen here? Did he pick someone out? He tries to. Oh! Fletcher. Oh! Lacey unable to find the top corner there. United causing all sorts of problems for PSG. PSG is being picked apart by United. Michael Carrick tactics. It's tacticking. It's tacticking. Tight angles all over the park, but Joshua Xerxes there in control. Dallo! Oh, unable to pick out a teammate. A Tielemans. Tries Lacey. Lacey needs a yard. Tries to find a cross. Clearance there. Being shielded. And it comes off his head, unluckily. Unluckily, folks. United certainly looking the better of both teams all game. Cleaner chances, bigger chances. You have to be happy if you're a United fan watching this game. I can't lie. You have to be a little bit, you know, like we look good. We did well. We having a good performance. Oh! Fernandez with a strike from distance, almost catching the young Italian out. Could have been a little bit wide of the mark. Could have had it covered. Could have been angled. Let's see the replay. Very, very close. Whiskers away, folks. Whiskers away from the captain on the turn. Shout out to Deals FC. Look forward to playing you lot next season, bro. I don't know, bro. I think we take you apart, bro. You know what I mean? Looking at how we've been dominating PSG, even though we haven't scored, you've been the better team all game, Deals. You know what I'm saying, broski? I hope you're having a great day. And I did think you looked good today, bro. You did look good against AC Milan today. I can't lie. It's gonna be a different one. Run up the damn likes, as he says, bro. Shout out to you, my broski. Everyone get in and smash the likes. Don't forget to do the damn thing. And you know what? We're on the road to 2K. Let's get there, people. Let's not play. Xerxes on the turn. Oh, what is that, referee? It's a push. What is this referee doing? Is he blind? I mean, it's a friendly, but oh my goodness. The guy just literally pushed the United player over before the ball came to him. Like, are you crazy? I think the referee is tired, folks. I think he just wants to blow the game off. You know what I mean? Ball down the wing. Ball comes up. Oh, Hamas goes for goal. Oh, no, he crosses. Not enough curl on that cross there. Bit rushed. He could have just slotted it on the ground. Or played it back. PSG, BT, my brother, it will be close games between. Yeah, bro. Like, I mean, I'm not excited, but I mean, they brought on their best players. Neves is there. Fatina is there. You know what I mean? The only people are missing really is the French connection. They're only really missing the likes of, you know, Hakimi, Dembele, Doué, Barcola. That's all is missing. Everyone else is on the pitch. Mendes is on the pitch. You know what I mean? Marquinhos is there. You know what I mean? João Neves, Vitinha is there as well. Yeah, Kvaratskhelia is there. Kvaratskhelia has played 90 minutes, bro. Kvaratskhelia played from the beginning. He's been ineffective. He's been locked down all game. It's wild. It is wild, brother. You know what I mean? Man United is doing a good job. I think, I can't lie to you, we had some youngsters as well in the first half, you know, and we were still the better team. Mason Mount got subbed off on the 8th minute, and we brought in Jack Fletcher, the young twin, one of the twins, and he came in and he locked up the middle of the park, bro. That's how come we scored. You know what I mean? So, interesting times. I think it's time for Mason Mount to go to, like, maybe a Charlton or something. It's time for him to go. Coventry's calling, maybe. You never know. But I think his time as Man United is over, guys. I think his time at Man United is over. One attempt on target in 45 minutes. It's not looking really good for Paris. Saint-Germain. Man United, what's good with you, bro? Are you saying on Mbeumo? You think Mbeumo's been good? He's very quick, very, very good. He creeps in, he sneaks in on that left-hand side. He gets past the man as well. He caused us some problems. I think he looked pretty good. You know what I mean? Saying send him to Coventry or Portsmouth. No, I'm talking about Mason Mount. You need to send Mount there. Santos has impressed. I can't lie. Santos, Shea Lacey, you know, they've done well. They've always been some of our best players in preseason, to be fair. They've looked pretty good. You know what I mean? Yeah, I think Mbeumo is good. They look uninterested. It's a friendly. What you expect? Mount, who he is. You think he goes to Liverpool? I don't know, bro. I mean, Mbeumo to Liverpool, I don't know if he's going to go there. Isn't Liverpool trying to sign someone else? 1-1, final score. You know, Man United creating many, many chances. But at the end of the day, the scoreline is 1-1, a draw. Not a bad situation, not a bad performance as well. You know what I mean? I have to say, I really enjoyed this game. I think Man United upped the intensity, so did Paris Saint-Germain. I think it was good, clean competition. You know what I mean? We looked prepared. We looked ready to react. We looked flexible. We looked, you know, dynamic when we did attack. I think Man United preparation has been going very well. You know, of course, Mason Mount leaving the pitch early after 15 minutes because of an injury. It screams to you, well, maybe this guy is way too injury prone. Maybe it's really his time to go. Maybe he needs to be moved on. We have to get rid this summer. I can't lie to you. With that injury, it's time for Mason Mount to go. But at the same time, shout out to Lou and France. You know what I mean? Shot, see you later. Hope you're well. Hope everything goes well. I hope you're enjoying your day as well. Deals, you know what I mean? I don't think he goes to Liverpool. I mean, you never know. He could have been on audition tonight trying to get himself to join his countryman, Amad Diallo, at Man United. You never know what could happen there, bro. But, you know, I would say this. 14 days till Hull, you know what I mean? And they're all going to be shook up because Man United is going to, I think we're going to have a flying start to the season, maybe 9 out of 10 wins. It's going to be an interesting time. You know what I mean? Let's hear what the Chelsea faithful have to say. Chelsea faithful, what are your thoughts? Some of you guys said things. You called me earlier, my buddy Chelsea Dan, he said to me, I thought you said you're going to win. I mean, we didn't win, but we certainly looked the better team all game. You heard I got tapped up? Yeah, I did tell you we were slapping them, but the referee faked us from not giving us 3 penalties in the game. Yeah, but we still dominated them, bro. We were the better team. No, we didn't beat them, bro. We drew 1-1. We drew 1-1. We didn't lose either, eh? Did you beat them? Did you beat them? In the what? In what final? In the Club World Cup? Yo. Oh man. Oh man. These Chelsea fans, bro. I can't wait to play them next season. You know what I mean? They're so gassed on what they're seeing already. I mean, I can't lie. They have a decent coach. They got some signings. They spent some money. But you never know, guys. You know what I mean? Don't be too gassed too soon. Man United could come back and destroy you. It might be another season league double facing you, Chelsea fans. Just like what's facing Arsenal fans, Liverpool fans, and all the fans that received league doubles from Man United last season. You know what I mean? Don't just think that because you got a league double last season, this season you can't get another one. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. Peace out, everyone. Don't forget to smash the likes and subscribe. You know how it goes.
Welcome to MarkN MUFC. Live watch Red Devil Mode. For views, match reacts. 20 times on United Road.